perfect thing in this world. Whether it's real love or one night stand, it is still the same. Basically, love is just all about the sex, not about anything else, just the sex. Hey, I'm Trevor. How are you guys? What's your name? Are you over 18? I'm just kidding. I don't actually want you, cause you're probably a 14-year-old boy sitting behind a camera picking your nose.
If you ever leave me, baby, leave some morphine at my door. Cause it would take a whole lot of medication to realize what we used to have, we don't.
So I don't actually want you, but someone in this world does. And with how every relationship goes, and how love should and does work, I'm going to explain to you the perfect marriage. So like I said in my last video, you find true love off this website called FamilyTreeNow.com. Go onto that website, put the person's name in and their state in. You find their address. Here's a different way. You're still gonna use FamilyTreeNow.com. Obviously, that's the basic. White Pages sucks. White Pages is awful. You gotta pay. White Pages Premium. This sucks. No one's gonna pay to get married. That's why Family Tree Now is good, because you don't have to pay for it. You just do it. So you go on to FamilyTreeNow.com, you put in their name, find their state, find where they live. Now, you don't stalk them too much. You just kind of stalk them when they go in and out of their house. You know, maybe the bird nest outside of their house, and the robin birds with the robin eggs. And you want their eggs to be fertilized like those eggs are. No different. No different. Except it's not going to be external fertilization. It's going to be internal. That comes later. That comes later in marriage. So after you find out where they live, you stalk them for a little bit. Not too much. And then you come up on the street to them one day, spill your coffee all over their chest. They're going to be like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? You are awful. And you're going to be like, awfully sexy, huh? And they're going to be like, oh, you're so cute. And then you're going to go into a hotel room or your house, preferably your house, and you can figure it out from there. You're going to have a perfect life together. You gotta have the perfect life. If you don't have a perfect life with that, it's not true love. So after about 3 or 4 months of wondering whether you guys are actually loving each other, or if you're just doing this to say that you have someone, because you know, you only see each other like once every 2 weeks, and it's only for like a fake conversation over text. And once you guys actually see each other, you just get into big arguments, you know, throwing beer bottles around at each other, but still, it is true love. After a few months of that, you propose to her.
He's got a roadmap of Jupiter, a radar fix on the stars, all along the highway. She's got a liquid crystal compass, a picture book of the rivers under the Sahara. They travel in the time as a prophet.
If you don't know how a proposal goes, you give her a ring pop and say, marry me, or your death is coming soon. And she'll say yes. She will definitely say yes, because she doesn't want to die. She doesn't want to die, right? And also because the image that we're trying to keep up is that it's real love, even though it's not real love. So after about 3 or 4 months of contemplating suicide, you know, meeting their family, even though they have like 70 parents, and your dad who drank too much in the mines when he was a kid, and died when he was 17. He had you when he was 14. You only knew him for a few years. You didn't even really know him because he always came home drunk and grumpy. His dad always on his butt about everything. It's annoying. It's a tough situation. I'm not the one to explain it. It's not my dad. We're talking about your dad here. You meet their parents, tell them that you want to marry their daughter, point a gun up to their head and make them say yes. Even though really in reality, back in person, you don't have to ask parents if you want to be loved. If it's love, it's love. If it's love, it's love. It's not something to ask them about. If you love someone, parents should not get in the way. The people around the relationship does not get in the way of it. Just got a freaking Instagram comment. Someone liked my comment that said stuff cookie. You know who you are. Someone liked my comment that said stuff cookie. You know who you are. Anyway, back into character. It doesn't matter. If you hump her, you hump her. Basically, just for the religious purposes of, like, you know, freaking I want to do you-isms, Bible, you should ask them. Once they said yes, because you basically forced them to say yes, and even if they said no, you're still gonna do it anyway. It's like 7 months later, and you finally, it's a wedding day. Now here's how your wedding works. You have a burger from McDonald's as your wedding cake. You have like 70 million stacks of chicken nuggets. You guys are gonna get fat in your relationship, but you won't. Because McDonald's commercials says you won't. It's wedding day, you give her your ring pop, she gives you her wedding ring pop. The person says, you may now go do each other.
Are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg, and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost. The comrades I've lost won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you?
So you do that. So now you guys live in like somewhere in like Arkansas or frickin', Mississippi or somewhere weird like that. Not in like a good place, just a kind of like weird place, just to keep up the storyline of like, oh yeah, we live in a weird place, just because. Nobody's gonna find you there anyway, but because you live there, because you live in Arkansas, take a flight. Now you take that flight to Indonesia. Not because it's romantic, but because it's in the middle of nowhere. Now you'll find a random forest in the middle of Indonesia, and you're gonna go and do it. I don't know what you're thinking. You might be thinking the total opposite thing of what I'm thinking. You might be thinking I'm talking about something different. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. I'm talking about something else. Most likely. You're gonna do it in those woods. You're just gonna do it. Once you do it, it's gonna be so good that you're never gonna want to stop doing it. Now, like I said, I'm not talking about what you think I'm talking about. I'm not sure. Maybe you're thinking of something totally different. I'm just gonna try to keep on saying these things to confuse you. So now here's love. Love each other, you do it every night. 3 months later, you murder her, and you go to jail for the rest of your life. The end.